Hey yo, today is current today, the 14th of August, and well, it's a good thing that I took a trim because I had to take pictures and stuff and fingerprint I didn't know about, but I've, as it is customary for like an ID card, I did that, and she was asking me like, have you been outside of Serbia? Did you travel? What did you miss? I was like, I miss the beach because it's so hot and I'm sweating. That's the only thing that can cool me down. She's like, you can go to Montenegro. I was like, since I'm in here, I've not been to Montenegro, but hopefully I can get to travel sometime soon. But what else? So now, since that is in process, I have to wait for another 7 days to come back and to get me my my biometric card. So yeah, so welcome to the vlog.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from
Lifestyle living here in Belgrade, Serbia. So if you're stopping by the channel, subscribe, follow the channel, like the thing, see all my problems, you know. You have seen it before, you have seen it now. So as we go, I need to go to the supermarket, and then I'm sure my life over here has been nothing short of a long story that you can open up and read no matter whenever, wherever, and however. And she was saying like, oh, you're in private university. Private university is nothing, is not good university. So I was like, really? But you know, persons evaluate their stuff based on, can they get work right after they finish university, or is there anything waiting for them right afterward? I guess that's how these days are going. You have to become like entrepreneur. So you need to get your own risk, manage your own risk, and save at your own risk. And this is what I'm trying to do. So let me just get these monies and then get to the supermarket. But I'm sure just as how the sun is shining and the rain falls on everyone and anyone, I know that there's work for everyone and anyone. Look at, there's construction. There's gonna be a really big apartment at the back there. So we're going to the supermarket to get some small items, and then we will head back at home. But first, let us see what my hands can pick up, because my bank account has been, I paid like 27,000 dinars for my visa, so I'm not too sure how much that it could be in euros. But when my mother watched this vlog, just to let you know that, yeah, I had to make trips to the bank, to the ATM machine a couple of times, so you might see a big deficit on the bank account. Anyhow, time to get inside and get something in my hands. We have some avocados here. Not too sure, but for that will stay there for a little bit. And then we have a big watermelon. My time for watermelon finished. Right now I'm looking at grapes and one of these things, but let us look at. We have this like a cantaloupe, something like that. What else we have? Yeah, we have only grapes coming along, but I have grapes that is grown in my yard, so I don't need to buy grapes as well. Wait, what is this? Ish, I don't know what is that, but I'm not here for this. Let me make my way. Oh, I need some onions. I gotta come back and get some onions from there. Well, let's make a well, what's going on there? Let's go to the other side. I don't know what happened in there, but the guy was telling the woman, they were like, go ahead, buy this stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened to people today, but people today is like kind of frustrated with the heat. I don't know if the heat is making them angry, but oh my lord. Let me see what eggs is on sale so I can get 2 of them. In one of these, I'm not too sure how much it's for, but I'll see which one. So this is the one here I'm looking for, y'all. This is basically the bakerman's dozen, yeah? Because there are 12 eggs. Oh, this one has a crack on it. You see that crack? Eee. I don't want that one. Every time when I buy my eggs, I always open my eggs to see whether they are good or not. Ooh, no. This one is not good as well, so I gotta put this one back. I gotta put that one back because ooh, this one has a brick as well. So I got me 2 of them because I need eggs for today. I'm gonna cook some eggs when I reach home and then find cracked eggs. Like it's not healthy for me to have it like this. So I am looking, choosing, leaving. If I don't like it, then I leave it. But as the woman said, if you watched the previous video, you go to the supermarket, you buy what you want. Oh my gosh, yeah, that stuff is still funny from what she said, but man, I guess she didn't think about the analogy before she told me about it, but however, what's done is done with that, so oh my gosh. Oh man, let me try and get some onions because it's around 60 something dinners for it, so I get some onions to mix with my eggs. Yeah. Alright, so I got everything that I need, so I got some carrots to put with this. What's interesting is like persons, they having their belongings and they're just leaving their belongings just like that, just to be yeah, they're leaving the belongings just like that, just to be fling all about the place, and then when I'm coming, they're trying to get the belongings in line. Okay, I'll try to do this cashier by here for my stuff. Going back on that same topic of my visa, like y'all may think I am obsessed with talking about that stuff, like it's too much now, but I'm still playing that situation over in my head because I asked the lady, like, what is that 23,000 something dinners for? She's like, it's for something else. Then if it's for something else, that means I am not supposed to be paid for that something else. Then if it's for that something else, what it is for? If you cannot tell me what it is for, then they need to give me back my money. But I guess there are some of them that are working in there that basically informations are not being passed down, like saying what is it for, how much you have to pay. Like you cannot be telling me as a foreigner it's for something else in the Serbian language, because it doesn't make sense. I need to know what am I paying for, what I paid for, and if it's like basically on the right track. So that in itself doesn't make the situation get better. Like, and then I was telling her, then why the payment of the card is not included in that price? That makes no sense. It just means that you need to go spend a whole pile of money for no extra reason at all. But I guess this is how the society, and they're moving to, as I said, like a new system. But man, focusing on that right now and what I have witnessed, and every year I'm going for that stuff, I'm getting problems, but I just have to take a breath of fresh air, cool myself, give thanks for life, give thanks for health and strength, that I can see another day, and just smile about the situation. I have nothing else bad to say about it, so I'm gonna cross this road and try and get me a bus to get home. Stay tuned for the next part of the vlog. Hello friends, how are y'all doing? How is it going today? I want to sit down and watch the Superman movie. Not too sure how good it is, but I heard that it's good. But cooking some food, some chicken, and I was moving all my pictures and videos from my phone to my storage devices because my phone was filled and it was overheating. So I want to sit and watch this, but first let me get some food. So here we go. The movie has started, and this is my lunch. I have some chicken, some slammers, some macaroni, some salad, arugula, and cabbage. So I will be eating while watching this film. Wow, that was dramatic. Man, I've crept on. Oh, you have a dog. Wow. Wow. Crypto. Like young times, I saw the dog, but since as time has evolved, I've never seen the dog. Now it's first time I'm seeing the dog back. Well, it was in cartoons, now it's in a film. It's like, wow. It's like childhood memories coming back. This influencer. Okay, so I'm still watching the movie, and it reached a point where Lex Luthor is convincing. He went to Superman's lair in the Arctic, and he decrypted the message, because in the Superman pod there was a message sent by his parents which was not fully aired because it got destroyed. Some of the translation got destroyed in the timeline. So he went there and he decrypted it, and he making the public turn against Superman. But I find it, every time I watch, I find it strange. Like the richest man in there is finding it like frightening to be involved with Superman. So he's getting the general public to turn against him. And now we reach a part in the movie like where the leader of the Boreavian leader speaks about Superman, but when I played it, I find it mostly sounded like Serbian. So take a look at it. This part right by here.
Boreavian women, the most physically attractive, and wants to enter
Serbian woman.
secret area. Thank you.
Bili ste tako zgodni i dinamični. Pravi melem za oči. Bravo.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so good to all get to understand the language and what they're saying. He said basically it could not have gone better as a president, and then the woman said it was so great, so oddly, so oddly, I would say oddly, it was excellent. And then he said, Go away, leave me alone in peace. Some parts in the movie I find look like Serbia, like this background here looks like students catering. I'm eating some gingerbread cookies.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how Lex Luthor's connected to
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared. I wake up every morning and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. And someday, I hope, for the sake of the world, you understand that it's yours too.
And that's something I'm trying to figure out. Like, to me, the movie is heavily based on, well, I got three parts from it. I got the human part, the alien part, and the AI part of it. So Lex was controlling the bad guy through AI. He was giving him commands to carry out all this stuff. And there was one part in the movie where we went in an interdimension area where they had a lot of computers and they had like monkeys writing code for for certain stuff. So, but do you all believe that can aliens defeat AI, or would it get to a point where aliens and human will work together to defeat AI? Since the whole creation now of Chat GPT 5 coming on stream, would there be something like because how I'm thinking is like Chat GPT 5 is still trying to figure out decode alien technology, and alien technology is not something that is readily available to the human species. So how, what kind of line are we trying to cross? Are we trying to get? But Superman seeing the dog or seeing everything, I mean, seeing the kind of affectionate side, it was really interesting. And oh, we have some black figs. I wonder if these are good. Not too sure, but oh, these are really good. I'll take some figs afterwards, but I want the grapes. See the grapes there. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend to buy this, but I'm gonna take some from by here. So I have my container, and let me get some. Just getting a little bit. Some of them, I find it's kind of rockish. Like it's still need a little bit more, but I'm looking for the best one. I just need only two. And I think I'll get one more. Yeah. That's that amount. Figs are basically falling on the ground. I want to just pick about two of them from on the tree. I need to taste it because let's open it. It tastes good. It have like an overripe taste to it, but I think I'll just do, probably let me get one by here, one by here, and let's see this one by here. Yeah, these three for right about now. You know what? To me, I find the green and the red grapes this year did not do well. Like, yeah. The harvest last year was a little bit better than this year, but still have something to eat. Still have some fruits from the backyard, well, front here. Can I go and buy this from the market? Cheaper this way. The heat's fading, the lights softening, and the buzz of summer is giving way to something quieter. You feel it in the air, the way people walk slower, talk softer, and start reaching for sleeves. Autumn's not here all at once. It arrives in fragments, in a cooler breeze, a golden leaf, a moment that makes you pause. This vlog is about that in between space where one season exhales and the other inhales. Don't forget to subscribe onto this channel to check out more if you love the way. Let's go. After posting after my review for the movie Superman yesterday, that part that I showed you there, I went to the almighty TikTok and then I asked the question. I posted that same clip and I asked the question, is this which part of Serbia is this? Because I don't know, the way they pronounce the words, it makes it kind of difficult for me to understand, since I have not been around a lot of Balkan persons from different parts of the region, from different parts of the Balkan region. So I asked, and then, I mean, that video got over 1,000 something views on TikTok and 15 comments. So a lot of persons are saying that it's like Bosnia, Croatia, Montenegro, one of these. It's a south language of one of these areas. It's still Serbian. I mean, it's just part of the ex-Yugoslavia nations that have been chosen to represent, which is okay. I still understood. and that makes it really interesting so that I can understand what they're talking about. So that was good. So let me put you all by here a little bit because oh man, I think I need to explain my crash out because I'm not too sure. Probably some of you are may thinking like, come on man, you can, when you're making it such a big problem, you can pay for that stuff. I mean, I was in the process because what happened in this, what happened to my caller? Crazy stuff. Okay, in this time I was actually thinking because with my emails before, I had to send email to the office to get a confirmation date and everything. And I'm not too sure if you recently saw me going to FedEx. So now that was done. I sent all my confirmation email and stuff asking for requests and prices. So that was done what, approximately 2 weeks before I sent my passport at home. So that was already in the pipeline. So I had thoughts of getting that stuff already from since then. But the only thing is that I was checking, like, since the visa process now is different. I had my visa for 2 years. So now this is the year. Well, originally it's supposed to be for 3 years, but since my passport had expired in this year, August, I basically didn't get my full 3 years, so I got 2 years on the passport. So that's why I had to send it home to renew it and all that stuff. So I was thinking, is it now the right time to apply for an ID? Because I'm almost close to the end of my schooling, and now since I will be trying to start looking for job placement, I found it necessary to put in my application and to ask for, like, and start to read up like what the different IDs consist of, because there are two types of ID. There one that is a biometric and there's a non-biometric ID, and one allows you to sign documents and stuff, but I'm not too sure which one I will be getting on Friday when I go. So I'm not too sure on the clarity and the use of that ID also. So that's something I need to, when I get it in hand, I need to sit down, research it, and then come back to you all and give you all final information of what I think. But first of all, I did not read any laws pertaining to that, because for me every year is the same thing. They're just having on the side, they just, when you get there, they just give you anything that is new. You just get information from them when you go. That's how I do my stuff. I mean, probably the information was in circulation, but I must clarify that my circle of friends over here is not any big circle of friends. I think I just only have 3-4 persons I could consider that is friend over here with me. I mean, so my involvement with persons are not that expansive, like you get information from this and that. So I don't have that type of interaction between other persons over here. I'm trying to live silently, quietly, and do my own thing. So although I'm telling you all, you need to read the laws. I mean, I did not read the laws beforehand when applying for the visa. Now I was just looking at, is it possible to get the ID now, and what are the conditions and the criteria that I need to meet in order to get that stuff. So I was thinking, like, let's get the visa first, because I know the visa has always been given with, in the passport, like a sticker. They have like a sticker that you get stuck onto the passport saying, like, you have the temporary residence for living here in Serbia. But lo and behold, everything is changed, everything is moving in such a way that I believe it's preparing society for Expo 2027, because since now we have an influx of a lot of Indian people from the Indian region, the Pakistani region here in Belgrade that are integrated within society, the public transportation system. I think they are trying to give everyone the same basis of identification, so that when persons get spot check, they have the officers, the public service protectors, peacekeepers, they can basically keep track and read the identity of that individual easily, other than some, because some of the passports, they kind of like difficult to read based on the knowledge of that language of the individual asking to provide that identification. So that's my only thinking, that I believe it's moving in that direction, which is really good, I should say, because I am also thinking, I mean, coming up for this new year, next year, I think they will be start doing some random spot checks to see if like the system is working, because you need to implement stuff, and also you need to check it amongst the general public, like how it will go. Would they have any problems? Would the system be able to relay the information fast on a time basis? So yeah, I was basically in the process of getting that, and I was thinking, like, if I'm getting the sticker in my passport, then why do I need an ID? I don't need an ID at this point in time, because I've not graduated, I've not finished schooling as yet. So I was like, okay, let's just secure the visa first, and then I will make another appointment to go get the ID, because it's not something that is, on my part, how I see it, was not something that is necessary. It will be necessary after, but right at this point, it's not something that is necessary. So that's why my whole crash out, because of like, come on. Trust me, I was between a rock and a hard stone in trying to make decision, like, should I go and spend the 35 euros now on that, and then I have to buy other stuff? I was like thinking, like, what is the best opportunity? Would I be getting another like photo shoot session, another commercial to be a part of, to get money to spend on that stuff? Because trust me, now it's so brutal. Like that video I showed you all, that was my that was my second commercial. No, that was my third commercial I had for since the starting of this year until now, August. Third commercial, which is something. I find the market slowed down a little bit this year. I am not getting the volume of commercials that I used to get back the last 2 years. Even the amount of photo shoot, I have not been on a photo shoot from ever since last year. We left to go to England. No, from summer last year till summer this year, I have not been on a photo shoot. I have not gotten any calls. No one called me. It's like everything just changed. I have no idea of why it changed like that, but so my entertainment money has been slowly decreasing bit by bit. So that's why I'm trying to make strategic moves now, other than spending. Like, I don't want to be spending unnecessary money for something that I don't need at the moment, and then come to find out I need it, so I have to go spend for it, and then I have to try and cut back on food items, because I have a budget. I am basically broke. I am so broke, man. The window is I want to blow. Oh my gosh, trust me. But all in all, I'm trying to see how I can manage it. But I mean, that's the whole reason for my crash out. Like, come on, because I paid for that. Because how I think like that 23,000 something was the total amount of money, including all taxes, everything that I'm paying for the sticker, and everything within that. So, and then when she told me I have to go pay for the other stuff, I was like, oh man, like how, why, how come, for what reason? So yeah, that was a whole issue of me crashing out. I mean, some of you are maybe watching me like, bruh. Yo, it's lifestyle, so I mean, it's living here in Belgrade, Serbia. I guess you gotta be up to date, up to time with the system and see what best can work for you. And yes, so let me try and get through this day, eat some food. I have to study for some exams coming up, and let's see what this ID going to be like on Friday. So yeah, peace out. I came to give you the update on the visa situation, but I find outside is looking kind of shaky. I mean, a little bit rainy in that sense. I'm not staying around Canamegdan to do anything other than try and get myself out of here. Yeah, it's a little bit of I'm feeding birds up there. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of defeat right about now, because I will tell you all about that when I get back home. But first I need to get some groceries from the supermarket and to the home. On my bus ride coming back up, I was thinking like, what should I name this vlog? What is the best name I can name this vlog right about now? And I came up with, today I finally throw away my passport. Let me tell you why. Because I got my ID card. Well, my those was pre-remini Bodovac. I will show you. I will take a picture of it. I have it in my hands here. I will take a picture of it and I will show you how it was before and how it's now. That's the new system they're having now. And it's strange. It's really strange. And now I'm looking like for the site they give on the paper, because they give a government site where you can find out what benefits you can get while using the card and what you can do with that card. When I looked at it, I haven't seen any information. The site said it cannot load, so I'm not too sure if that site is working or what. Probably they are still fixing, but even though they are still fixing, they should have all of that already implemented on the site, so persons can know how to use that card. Because this card, it is not like the official Serbian ID card that an official person of Serbia will a native person of Serbia will get. That ID card, it's to me it's different. That's a different type. The other one is just for the visa, but the identity, I mean, I still have an identity number on the back of it, but I'm not too sure how that is going to work if I'm like if you're renting a like a hotel or some apartments in here for a short-term stay. With this one, you're allowed to do a lot of stuff inside of here in Serbia. Only in Serbia you can walk around, do all of that, take care of business with that one. Now, the amazing thing is that now they put 20 hours weekly or 80 hours monthly work. You have the right to work now. That is what written on the bottom of the card. So finally they give something where you can basically try and work, something to financially aid in your payment and your studies and your life over here in Serbia. So that is a good thing, but I should have got that a long time ago, but you never know. But that was in the past now. And noise, close my window, you still can hear it. Yes, so the reason why I'm feeling defeated because I applied for 3 years, because my passport is valid for 10 years. So I applied for 3 years. So I was thinking, like, depending on how my school go, I may want to probably continue on to something different, or right away try and find work, and then I would change my visa into the working visa. But no, I paid all that money. I don't know why I paid all that money. And someone was telling me this morning, like, they have different types of student visa payments. I was like, really? I didn't know that, because I feel maybe because of all the stuff that is happening now with the students, I think those who are under the government scholarship still, they have like I'm not too sure, probably a reduction in the payment or something like that. I'm not too sure how they situate that types of stuff. But since I am private, I paid the full force of the visa for 1 year. Yeah. And that's the reason why for 1 year, I will be throwing my passport out the window and I'll be using my ID card to walk around here in Serbia. But let me tell you a true story. From since the time I entered Serbia until today's date, I never walked with any form of identification on me. Trust me, I never walk with any form of identification on me. I have passed in front of police. I have entered buildings where that will require some form of ID, but I've never been asked to produce an ID, some type of identity. I've never been asked. I've never been questioned or anything. So the only time I produce an ID is when I need to go to the bank to see anything that happened to my account, or if I need to create health certificates from my visa, from that health insurance that I told you about. So that's the only time. And yes, and if I rent like a 2-night stay of any hotel or any apartment, that's the only time that I produced an ID. Of course, if you leave Serbia on the borders, then you will need to produce an ID, because you need to get a stamp coming out and a stamp coming back in. So that's the only time. But other than that, walking around here in Serbia, I do go about my business, nice, cool, calm and easy. And police watch me, I watch police, and no one asks me for ID. So that was a good thing back then. So now, as I said earlier, this system, I think there will be I had to stop for a minute because I sent to Yovi a picture of my ID, because I wanted to ask her, is it the same? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hers is official ID. Mine is just like the It's an ID, but it's for residency here in Serbia. So that's only different. Since this new system is coming on, I will be definitely holding that one in my pocket because it's smaller, it's much more easy and flexible. It can bend, it can do whatever. Since my passport is kind of official, it's an official thing and it's nice and new and neat. I want to keep the cover of my passport pristine, the edges of my passport pages nice and pristine. So like when they look at it, they can see like, yeah, this passport has been taken care of. Very good. Yes, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy that I got only 1 year for that, but I guess it's based on the student visa. This is my last year in that school, and this is the time I need to get all my grades and pass all the rest of my exams so that I can move on in life. I mean, trust me, I need to move on. Not want to, but I need to move on in life. Life around me needs to start evolving now into bigger, better things, because trust me, I'm tired of living inside of this place here already. This all-in-one, all-inclusive. This is an all-inclusive resort for £50 you can save. This is a JetBlue experience I have here, all-inclusive. But yeah, man, I want big things. I want 2 and 3 bedrooms now with kitchen and dining room and living room and 2 and 3 toilets, bathrooms, garage, and all this type of stuff now I'm looking for. Oh man, but you know, all jokes aside, I'm still happy to be alive. I mean, still happy to get the chance to continue and to finish it and to see how things have changed and how things will be changing in the next future, from let's say starting from next year until 2027. And trust me, 2027 is it's a year that I really want to be in here and to really focus on and see how the market and just the holistic view of Serbia is going to be played out among everyone coming in, visiting and experiencing what this place has to offer for life. So yes, yeah, outside is, trust me, the temperatures has already been declining slowly. Now it's like 20 now it's 24 degrees Celsius. I mean, today it's kind of overcast, a drop, but it's going to go back up a little bit before it finally reaches in the low 20s, preparing for autumn. Yeah, boy. Another winter season again gonna come up on me in here. That's life. Also, I went back to that insurance company and I tried to inquire about my policy, tried to figure out, because somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like I'm still not satisfied with the price I paid for that stuff, and I'm thinking like something is still not right. So I went and I asked her. She said like the price increase was basically internal from the company, so that's why you have to pay more for the policy now. And but before, when I paid for the policy, I had like gotten the card, so I can show I've received the card. I mean my name, and the other one is basically this one here that I have from the insurance, and they range from 2019, 2020 and 2021. That was the last time I got the cards, the physical card. So I don't know why there's a problem now to create the card when they was creating it before on a cheaper price. Now I guess the price of raw material has gone up and labor force has gone up, and everyone just want to squeeze one another just to get another dollar. What else have I read? I think the most important thing is that I can go out now, present some form of ID, present some form of documents that I am allowed to be working for certain amount of time, for certain amount of hours in a month, and then trying to rotate my life on to more the working side, and to be stop living this poor life. Oh my gosh, family, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for seeing my crash out. I'm still crashing out. I'm still crashing out every day. But every day I get up, every day I look outside, I'm still grateful and thankful for life. But internally, I am crashing heavily. Heavily. So, subscribe to the vlog. And yeah, come back for the next day to see what happened. See what happened with my life in the next future. Never know what can happen. So, finally, let's throw our passports outside for 1 year. Thank you all so much for watching. At this point, thank you all for sharing the glow with me. If you felt the utter magic in this vlog, hit subscribe. Let's keep warmth going even after the lights has faded. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.
I think is amazing, waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down.